All right, we are live. We are live. We are live. So this is one for me. In my business, this is one of the best ways to um, get information out. So we are live. I did announce a understanding Canva 4-day training. I unfortunately suffered from a horrible spell of migraines for 4 days straight. So I was not able to get the things out, which is confirmation that I definitely need to have help, more help on that side where they can put the stuff out when I'm down and out. But I was not able to put it out. So I know it's kind of last minute, which is why this is just a kickoff for tonight. We also have 2 additional kickoff days. I might add technically a fourth that will give us an evening time, but we do have a kickoff session tonight. Then there is a morning one on Wednesday and an afternoon one on Friday. You can attend one or all. The kickoff session is just kind of going, kind of just a quick walkthrough, kind of talk about some of your frustrations or apprehensions that you may have when it comes to Canva. I have a few things that I will do just so you can see it in real time. Like I do have to do a setup for some cupcake toppers, and I am going to use Canva for part of it, so you guys will get to see that in these different sessions. But yeah, so we do have the kickoff session tonight, and you can do the full enroll fully. The full lessons will start November 14th. Then there's also November 15th, which is a Saturday. We skip Sunday, and then we come back on the 17th and the 18th. So 4 full days. So we're going to just talk about the Canva training for a little bit before I go into the actual Zoom for the kickoff. You guys can still enroll and join us tonight. I can answer any questions you may have. I know there are a lot of people who have Canva and they just don't know how to use it. This will be an opportunity to just kind of learn, just to kind of see how you could incorporate Canva in what you're doing. The kickoff session is a part of the training. It's included all 3 days, possibly 4 free kickoff, ProCall, Q&A, help days. Even if you have something that you were doing in Canva and you wanted some insight and some help, you can bring that to the kickoff sessions. Oh, Jesus, my eyeball is itching. I also need to share this out, but this is one of the best ways for me to get it out. I will be sending out an email. Today's been a crazy day. Not how I really, really wanted to roll it out, but when you suffer from migraines, things like this happen. And it sucks. Migraines suck. 4 days. I mean, down and out. I was down bad. You hear me? Down bad, 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 bad. My kids. All right, just give me a second. I am sharing this out. Okay, there we go. So I had to share this out. And then let me go over here to my post because I don't get to see comments unless I am on this actual live. So for the kickoff, and you guys can still, there we go. So I had to mute that so I can see comments. Let's see here. Oh wait, I think I'm on the wrong. I'm on the wrong page. Un momento. I am definitely on the wrong page. So let me switch over so that I can see your comments here as well. How are you guys doing? As you guys come in, drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know. Ooh, child, she needs more edge go. Let me know if you are currently using Canva to design, if you're using it for the back end and operational things of your business, for marketing and promo for your business, or are you just using it as a design software for things like shirts, tumblers, party cups? This is, of course, all the rage right now, although most people are doing them with people's actual pictures. Some people call them kickback cups. But whether you're making like the cups on the plastic ones, or I think I have a few styrofoam ones here as well. Yeah. So the styrofoam cups, you can see that one has like someone's picture. That is something that is trending right now and quite popular, along with the ice buckets and shot glasses. And a lot of people are using Canva to be able to create those designs. So if you're using it for any of those, let us know in the chat. And let me also come over here. Oh, excusez-moi. Okay. So all of these Zooms have been, like, it's opened up. So if you're on earlier, I showed you guys the lineup. And they were not like underlined, but all of the Zoom links. So right now there are 7. So when you sign up and you go over to the Academy site and you go into the welcome, there should be 7 different links that just take 5 minutes, if that, to go on there, click on it, and register for each one. They are not reoccurring, so you have to register for each one of those sessions. And we recommend that you add them to your calendar. Okay. But we have the Understanding Canva fall semester. There have been some adjustments, some changes and some updates to Canva ever since Canva World Tour and their keynote on the 30th. They switched up some things in the platform, which is a little confusing for some. So we're going to kind of go through that within our overview and just how some of these changes, how they affect designing, and how to just read your dashboard when you go in to create designs. A lot of people that I've kind of talked to, like just in inboxes, some of the changes, they didn't even like realize it because they'd never used any of those things, like the videos. They've never really created videos and edit videos or did transitions and things of that nature. So they didn't notice any of the adjustments and changes. So that was pretty interesting. That was really, really interesting to kind of have some discussions today where I realized people really are not utilizing Canva to its fullest potential. You're not tapping into everything that it has to offer. Now, I get not really tapping into the coding because most people, you're not into coding. You're not looking to create an app or an interactive game. You wouldn't know like what to do with it afterwards. So I understand many people not tapping into the coding part of it. But when they released all of these features that were native to Canva, not requiring an outside third-party app, like the photo edits, the videos, the ability to do a voiceover and be able to add that audio, because before you couldn't. in order to add a voiceover in Canva, you had to record the audio somewhere else, upload that audio, and then put it on. Now, sometimes the audio is a little weird because it has sometimes it can have clicking or popping sounds to it. And that was a little bit annoying. And it was just better for me to just record the audio outside of it. But their voice recorder is pretty cool because you can record and then stop and then edit it and move it around. So that is pretty cool. I've created a couple of different learning videos with that because I have Zip Learning to help my son who has epilepsy. It's also Epilepsy Awareness Month. I'm going to have some things coming out for that also. Which affects his memory and the way that he learns. So I have to do a lot of repetitive things, but I don't always want to have to do the repetitive things. So I use Canva to create videos so that I can just upload them to YouTube. I hit play and he's able to go through his spelling words or any math lessons and things of that nature. So Canva, the things that you can use Canva for is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Any and everybody at this point needs to have a Canva account. They do have free versions. They also just introduced a new subscription level, which is business. And don't feel rushed to get it unless you think that you might want to utilize the ads, because you can create ads and things in there and be able to upload them to Meta. I want to say it's optimized for Meta ads and be able to upload it. But if you're not going to run a lot of ads, there's no need to quickly rush to it. It is at an intro price, which means the price is going to go up. And I think that if you lock in at a price they grandfather you into that, I think they still do that. If they do, it would be best for you to lock into the price, especially that 1 year price of $200. Because once the price goes up, they kind of work out some kinks and just kind of get people in and just get a feel, for people testing it out. I guarantee the price is going to go up because it specifically says intro price. Intro price means it goes up. Okay. So if you think that you may within the next year want to do some ads within your business, I highly recommend upgrading to the Canva business. If you have Canva teams, you would have to pay that for each person because you do have to be on the team if their domain is the same. So let's say you have employees and they have Canva accounts that are employee A at hsinc365.com, employee B at hsinc365.com, employee C at hsinc365.com. If they have an account like that and your domains are the same, you have to be under teams. But if they have their own account and they have a domain through Gmail, Hotmail, whoever, whatever, you don't necessarily have to have teams. It's the workaround for that. But but it also kind of makes it to where you put some of your proprietary things at risk when it's not somebody from your team where you can kind of remove them and all this other kind of stuff. But there are ways around it. And that would be the only other time that you have to have the business and pay for each person to they'll have to pay $200. Outside of that, they could have just a regular pro account or a regular free account and be able to share things. If you did not know, you can use Pro Elements to design. Now, I don't believe you will have access to pro features like remove background, but elements and things, you can put them in your design. You just can't save them. But the pro features like remove background and all of those, you won't have access to those if you don't have a pro account. But you can test out everything else. And if you are working with someone that you have pro, but they don't, they'll still be able to look at your file. They'll be able to make adjustments to your file. They just won't be able to save the file. Make sense? All right. So any questions for me about Canva? Any questions for me about the Understanding Canva Fall Semester as far as what you will learn in it? Any questions for me? Do you have questions of how Canva can fit into your design life? What design programs are you using right now? Oh, I keep forgetting to. Oh, my phone's about to go dead. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up over here because my phone is about to go dead. Oh my gosh. I need to plug you up. Oh snap. I gotta plug up my phone. Ooh, did my hairpin fall out? I feel like my hairpin fell out. Yes, it did. Okay, that's okay. All right, let's go into comments. Is this a new upcoming class? Yes. So we had Understanding Canva before. And this is Understanding Canva. This is the fall semester. There are some updates and things of that nature. Depending on how you use it, if you have already enrolled in the Understanding Canva or if you are in the Creative Lounge. So in the Creative Lounge, you have access to the original Understanding Canva training. And that breaks down, in general, how it works. Design wise, like how you would deal with text or removing background or being able to like stack and like that part doesn't change. So that will work for you. But if you want an updated one, and this is going to be a little bit different, that particular class was 1 day. This is going to be broken up into 4 days so it can be a little bit more interactive. You will have lessons that you're going to do in real time. So it is a little bit different than the original one, but you learn a lot from the original one as well. This is just going to be slightly slower, not say slower pace, but it's where you can really, really like in the class be able to follow along and do certain things and like start to really, really work in Canva, especially if you haven't before. So this is a new one. We have the kickoff tonight, which we kick off with a ProCall kind of Q&A. Just get a feel for it. Any apprehensions, any, just knock off the jitters and just be able just to really, really, really get an understanding and ask questions. Because when it comes to the class, we're going to get into it and really get into the lessons. So this is an opportunity to kind of ask some of those questions, maybe based off of designs that you've had, templates that you have purchased, and you're trying to figure out like how to maneuver them, stuff like that. So these are a little bit more relaxed. We have one tonight. We have one on Wednesday at 9 a.m. and then one on Friday at 12 noon. So no matter what your schedule is and when you are available throughout the day, we have a kickoff session for you. The actual classes take place Friday, November 14th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday, November 15th, starting at 12 noon. We take a break on Sunday, let you process all of that information because it's a lot. And then we go back into it on Monday, the 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whether you are someone that just wants to use it for your personal use, if you are a teacher, if you are someone that wants to design create designs for cups and for shirts and for invitations or anything that you guys sell, if you want to create journals, e-guides, coloring books, party favors, you need to understand how the system works in general so that you can design with ease. Or if you want to use it how I use it, we will have a Canva for Business. If you're in the creative business, it's somewhat kind of included in that, but we're going to have dedicated sessions that are specifically for Canva for Business and understanding how to use it, everything from tax prep and how to use it for your budgeting. If you're not able to pay for automation or pay for QuickBooks, yes, you have to manually input, but there are ways that you can use Canva to make your life a whole lot easier. Canva has websites. Canva has emails, like where you can design your emails to then put into your email marketing like campaign. Canva now has forms, and once they fill out those forms, it will go on a spreadsheet. That way you can maintain your data and organize your data, read your data, be able to follow up with leads, things of that nature. So that's all like in business. How to make business flyers, how to design your own business cards, how to create your thumbnails for your business. If you guys saw, where is this? So I even designed this one. This layout was actually done in Canva. It was 4 cups for MJ's school fuel, where he sells like snacks and things of that nature. But if you go to like their website, the way that all of the snacks and things are set up and all of the thumbnails are very uniformed. All of that was done in Canva, putting the shadows and things like that, sizing everything, removing the backgrounds from images. All of that was done in Canva. And you can do the same thing for your website, whether you have a web page or you have an e-commerce site. You can use Canva to set everything up. If you want to design a landing page, you can set all that up in Canva. So for business, there's a lot of benefits to having a Canva account and learning how to use Canva, because it is kind of a all-in-one system, all-in-one platform to create microsystems. That is our main focus for 2026, is helping businesses build out and create microsystems that they can DIM. DIM means do it myself. So we are focusing on that going into 2026. We're not going to do a whole lot of just like the average like crafting type things, except if you're in my creative lounge program, and you'll get to see when I'm designing things in Canva. So we'll have special sessions for that. So you get to learn that way. But as far as like actual classes, we are focusing on business and microsystems, but utilizing Canva because there are so many things that you can do. Creating your content. They added a lot of features in there for creating content and being able to quickly edit. They have like magic video that will create automatically like a video for you just by putting in your pictures, and it'll do the rest. And then you can, edit it from there. Like, not say they are really working to add a lot of features. I won't be teaching Affinity. I don't care for Affinity, but they now have Affinity Freedom. And that basically means Affinity is free if you have a Canva account. Affinity allows you to do more complex designing. It's a slightly less intense version of Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, and Microsoft Publisher. So if you have a Canva account, you get access to Affinity Freedom, and it's completely free. So everyone needs to create a Canva account. This is not a sponsored video because I don't get paid by Canva, okay? Now, I do know some people that are teaching Affinity. I don't teach Affinity. You can somewhat take like my Photoshop class and be able to apply it, but how the interface is for Affinity is a little bit different than Photoshop. But if you can figure out like what the correlation is, you'll be able to still like follow along and be able to do certain things. Like I have it set up in my Photoshop class to be able to fade off things, to be able to create layers and all those, like just design. But I won't be teaching Affinity. I will not be teaching Affinity. Y'all have asked that a couple of times. No, I will not be teaching Affinity. But I will be teaching Canva for business sessions like this. So this is our fall one. I'll have another one that comes around in the winter time, just going over Canva in general so that you can understand it. And my class may help you understand, like if you were to take somebody else's design class, because a lot of times they just go straight into the design part of it and you can be left a little confused on, where things are located and how to do specific things and get the same results that they're getting. So taking our class, which gives you a full understanding of what you can and cannot do in Canva, can help you with any other class that you may take with someone else, because I won't be doing classes like dedicated classes for creating like creative designs. We will focus on microsystems and the business side. These ants, oh my God, I can't wait for rainy season to be over with, because these ants drive me insane. They drive me insane. Any questions? Oh, my phone died. Shoot. I got to go find it over here because my phone died. So the Canva classes would be free for Creative Lounge. No, they are not. They are not. This is separate. So you guys know, when you join those, I did state that you get discounts for other classes. It is not all inclusive. Not for $25. You can't get all inclusive for $25. Okay. So there will you have discounts, which the second link on here is, well, you guys should have the discount code for 365 Creative Academy as well. But there's a second link that goes to the shop site, and you guys get discounts. So your discount is on your dashboard for classes, but everything is not inclusive in those. Now, when it comes to creative business, there are certain things that you will get when you're in the creative business program. But because our Canva for Business will be open to anyone in business, I'm not focusing on just those who want to make shirts or want to make customized items. I'm in a program, and I've actually had several people reach out to me. I've had some ProCall sessions like with them where they need to learn Canva, and I'm able to teach them. We've kind of had some one-on-one sessions, and they're on different industries. So everything will not be related to, those in the customized and personalized, like keepsakes and things of that nature. There are things that won't apply to that. So you can use your discount from being in creative business to enroll in the creative business to enroll in Canva for Business, because there's going to be other things that we teach in there. Now, you will have access to certain things that are specific to the creative business, but as far as Canva for Business as a whole, that is a totally separate program, but you do have discounts. And same thing for the design lounge. The design one is kind of where I get to still teach design. And we're going to at least finish out the rest of the year where I can kind of, teach some things creatively, because that's still something that I love. It's just not going to be the main thing. But you don't get access to the fall semester, because you have, it's included in there. So if you're just wanting to learn from it, you have that. And when it comes to doing designs, we don't do exclusively Canva in the Creative Design Lounge. We're working in Canva. I'll show things in Photoshop. I'll show things in Silhouette Studio. So it's not exclusively for Canva when you are in the Design Lounge, because there's a lot of different. Oh, and we also showcase Photopea. There's a lot of different places or different design platforms that we would use. All right, so it is 7 o'clock. I am going to head on over to my Zoom session. Feel free to come on over, ask your questions, get to know me as an instructor and what you can expect, as well as be able to ask any questions. If you have a file that you have been struggling with, you've had some questions that you've been struggling with, come on, join the class. If you go through the first link, there is an affirm option where you can break it up. You have Afterpay that you can break it up with. You have Klarna that you can break it up with. And I just realized, because I paid for something with my Cash App card. And then when I'm on like Cash App, it, like, even after you purchase it, it gives you the option to break up your payment, which means they would refund you, I guess, like the rest and then break it up. That was pretty interesting that, like, after you already paid for something, it gave you the option to use Afterpay. So I'm guessing Afterpay somehow partnered with Cash App. That was pretty interesting when I saw that this past weekend. So if you pay for it, like with your Cash App, it gives you the ability to break it up into payments as well. So if you want to use your Cash App, but it's built into the Academy site, Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay. You also have Cash App Pay, a regular credit card, and PayPal. If you choose the second link that's in the description, it will take you to the shop site. That is where you can use rewards points. So if you've already built up some rewards points, you can save on the class and use those towards it. If you have discounts because you're in specific programs that have discounts, you can use that. If you have gift cards already, you can use your gift cards to enroll in the class if you use that second link. If you want to use Sezzle, you use that second link to enroll in the class, okay? Do you need to pay for the class now? Yes, you do. Where do you find the Zoom link? The Zoom link will be on your dashboard. So once you enroll, that first link will take you right to your dashboard, and you don't have to do anything additional. So once you sign up, you'll see it you'll be on 365 Creative Academy. You just go to where it says Start Course. Don't click on the overview, click Start Course. You'll be able to see all of the lessons. There we go. See all the lessons in the welcome and be able to register for each one of them. We have a session tonight. We have a session on Wednesday morning and a session on Friday afternoon. These are our kickoff ProCall, help Q&A. Just kind of get to know me, get to know just what to expect, making sure that you have a full understanding, making sure that you have if you don't have Pro, you want to figure out if you should get Pro before the class starts. The official lessons that are structured starts on October 14th. That is the overview day. October 15th, we go through text. It's in the description. November 14th is the Canva overview, just really walking you through the system, what you can and cannot do. The 15th is text, elements, photos, and edits. Monday, we go over pre-made templates and how to utilize their templates, animations, and transitions. And then on Tuesday, we go over the Magic Studio, which requires Canva Pro. Apps doesn't necessarily require Pro. And then properly saving your files. That's how we break that up into the 4 days for the actual Canva, like understanding Canva training. But like I said, we do have 3 bonus kickoff sessions. One tonight, one on Wednesday morning, one on Friday afternoon. You do have to pay for it in order to attend. Hold on. I'm missing somebody's question because I see 4 there. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. All right, y'all. Last call for any questions because I got to go into the Zoom. Ooh, which I forgot to start. Oops. I forgot to start the Zoom. Let me start the Zoom. Start. Oh, my phone is dead. There we go. They are waiting in the room. So what class? All right, let me let them start letting folks into, actually I have like 5 minutes. So we have a new class for understanding Canva. Canva made some updates, but it's been a long time since I did my last understanding Canva class where you were able to be on live. So this is our understanding Canva fall semester 2025, where we're going to go through all of what Canva has to offer now. They've added some new things, which we will touch on briefly, but for the most part, you are going to learn the basics of Canva and how to properly navigate it. It is $63.65. It is a 4-day class for just $63.65. Okay. That's an amazing deal. That's like a little over $15.63 per session. That's it. I never, ever like charge a crazy amount. Especially for ones like for classes like this. Because it's still like learning. You don't know if you will or will not. So it's a small investment before you make any large investments to know if like Canva is even going to work for you. So $63.65. There are 4 sessions for the actual lessons, November 14th, 15th, 17th, and 18th. And we have 3 kickoff sessions where you can come in, ask questions, really like, just take your time with, I'll take my time with you answering the questions that you have about Canva. That takes place tonight. So you can still come. It's an hour and 45 minutes. So enroll now, come into the Zoom session. And then we have another one, 9 a.m. Wednesday. So if your mornings are more free, Wednesday at 9 a.m. And then on Friday, we have a lunchtime session starting at 12 noon. These are all of our kickoff sessions, just so that you can, get any questions, knock off any jitters that you may have about Canva. Okay. The links for them are in the description of this video. All right. If there are no other questions, I am out of here because there are folks in the Zoom room. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.